Hey everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Metal Nights with the Metal Coach. I'm your host, Steven, the Metal Coach Holly. And on tonight's episode, we have a subscriber request from @MauRodriguez300. He wants me to react to the Warnings Dust to Dust DullKnives live from the Pepsi Center 2013. Let's get it rolling. Back to the show, everyone. I'm your host, Steven, the Metal Coach Holly. Let's go ahead and introduce the band The Warning. You have Danny on guitars and vocals, Powell on drums and vocals. You have Ali on bass and backing vocals. So let's stop the talk. Let's get into the rock. Let's go right now. Man, I love this. I have not done a reaction to The Warning in a while, and man, I'm just blown away again. They are super talented, great freaking band, and this performance, of course, combines two songs, and we just heard a little bit of Dust to Dust there. Man, I think so far, man, it's just a really cool hard rock gem, and man, this is going to be fun to do. Let's go. Okay, let's go ahead and start out here. We're talking about Dust to Dust here, and Powell, the drummer, is on lead vocals. Man, she freaking delivers. Her voice is soaring, soaked with emotion. You get soft and haunting in the verses, and then sharp and cutting when you get to that chorus, and it just explodes, and she soars even more. You can feel every ache, every line she sings. Her vocals bring out a ton of power and emotion, and man, she's freaking brilliant. Okay, let's go ahead and continue to listen to this track. I will come back and I'll break it down some more Metal Coach style. Let's go. absolutely love it, man. It is freaking brilliant. Man, I love that breakdown part toward the end of that segment. You got the heavy drums going on. You got a little bit, it slows it down a little bit in one point, and you have the crowd chanting and singing along with the band, which I think is freaking brilliant. And then you have Danny's guitar doing a little bit of arpeggiation in there when it's in that softer moment. And man, it just explodes at the end. I think it's freaking brilliant. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the other band members' performance on Dust to Dust. First up, you have Powell's drumming, man. His band, bombastic, dripping with attitude and energy, just plays with a ton of technical skill, and she is freaking brilliant. Then you have Allie's bass lines. Man, they are freaking killer. They're intricate, they're technical, her tone is thick and beefy, just adds a ton of rumble to the bottom end. And then you get Danny's guitar playing. Man, it is great here. Killer lead work that throughout the song that is melodic, and then you get those really cool power chords that just hit you in the face, and that's just a killer little chug. I love that part of the song. And then you get her scream at the end of this part of the track, which is just brilliant in my opinion. Just adds a ton of energy and attitude to the track. Man, freaking brilliant. I cannot wait to see what this next song, DullKnives, is all about. So let's keep it rolling. Let's check out the rest of this track. I'll come back and break it down Metal Coach style. Let's go. Man, sensational, sensational, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. What else can I say? Man, so after the scream from Danny, we pick up on that last when we go into this new segment. You get a killer breakdown that is just really cool. And then, man, they absolutely rip into the track DullKnives. And then Danny gets on the mic, and she is brilliant. All right, guys, let's talk about the performance of the band members on the song DullKnives. Danny's vocals are freaking brilliant. She has such great range, and she has killer melody all in one. She snarls, she sings, she commands. There's just fire behind every line she sings. She just brings a killer amount of attitude to this part of the performance, and I think it's brilliant. She is a brilliant front woman, and I love the way that she's having fun with her sisters. I love the way she's having fun with the crowd, interacting with all of them, and that's what rock and roll is all about, that interaction piece. And man, it is freaking brilliant. I love it. Okay, on this part, let's go ahead and talk about the drumming from Powell on this particular part of the track. Her drumming is unchained with tons of power, attitude, and depth and energy. She hits the skin hard. And I guarantee if you were at this concert, you probably feel it in your chest, which is, I love that when bands do that and they turn up the mics on the drums. Freaking brilliant. And you can just feel it in your soul. It is something about the way she plays. You can just feel it deep in your body. I love how she has crisp snare work and she has relentless energy, and it just brilliant and just has some timely killer fills. Just an amazing job. Then you have Allie's bass playing. Man, it is freaking brilliant. She is so technical and so intricate with her bass lines. Her bass tone is thick, it's gritty, and has a lot of power behind it. She really, to me, drives the aggression of this track, in my opinion. I also love how she's interacting with the crowd, and she just plays with so much fire and passion. And man, like I've said this before, I think she reminds me of Rudy Sarzo, from Quiet Riot, the way she plays and the way her power stances is and the way she interacts with the crowd. And she's that good. She's awesome. And then you have Danny's guitar work. Man, the playing on this particular track on DullKnives, you got riffs that are razor sharp. There is no fluff here. Just slicing killer power chords and with the shredding attitude. She is just freaking brilliant on the axe, and I love it. So guys, what makes The Warning so special live? It is the connection. These sisters don't just play, they lock in. They're tight, synced up, and they're always throwing energy into the crowd. Danny's stage presence is like a storm. Pow is the beast behind the kit and somehow still connects vocally with the audience. And then Allie, cool, calm, crushing it with her groove and her vibe. So why is this such a killer and standout live track? It is rebellion in an audio form. It erupts on the stage. The audience feeds off of every lyric, every drum hit, every scream. It's not just a song. It is an experience, especially live, and it's brilliant. So guys, tell me, what do you think of the song Dust to Dust and DullKnives by The Warning, live from the Pepsi Center in 2023? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear you, and I want to hear your favorite take and favorite moment from the video. Before you leave, guys, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring that bell so you can be notified when any new Metal Nights with the Metal Coach episodes are released. We're building this channel brick by brick with pure metal and your voice. I need to hear you. Guys, I also want to thank my subscriber at Mao Rodriguez 300 for the suggestion of this track. That it is a brilliant one. Keep it coming, please. Guys, if you love what I'm doing and want to keep this metal train rocking and rolling, check out the merch store. Got some killer new product on there. Got some killer new logos that I think you will really dig. Go grab yourself something cool to rep the channel, or you can just throw me a little support via Buy Me a Coffee or jump in on Patreon and check out some exclusive content and the power to request what I react to next. Guys, as always, I want to thank you for joining me tonight, and remember to keep it fun, keep it metal, crack up something loud today. Never let anyone make you feel afraid. Keep that metal flame burning. Take care, guys, and I'll see you soon.